One of the perks of fighting in the arena is everyone in the city knows your name. Some people don't like the fame, but not me.
Hmm? Tools, wares, and weapons, all for sale at fair prices.
Riften, Jewel of
Do you
Skyrim.
need something?
Yeah, sure it is. I've got to
Let's
get out
go.
of here.
Hold there. Before I let you into Riften, you need to pay the visitor's tax.
What's the tax for?
For the privilege of entering the city. What does it matter?
Lone travelers can find these woods a little tricky.
You're obviously a thief.
Come on,
I kill
the carriage is
thieves.
the safest way
I
to
think
travel.
you'd be a little smarter than that.
This is obviously a shakedown, but I'll pay.
It's been a pleasure doing business with you. Let me open the gate, and you can head into the city.
Come and see what goods I
Hey,
The gate's unlocked. You can head inside when you're ready.
yeah. There's something you should know about me.
Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to right run from old
No.
Rorik's day.
I mean, maybe. But that's not what I meant. I was in the Legion a long time ago. Until I left. No, it's not like that. What I mean is, I'm a deserter. I swore an oath. The Legion got in the way. All right. I owe you my honesty. I'm from Cyrodiil, the city of Breville. Ever heard of it?
No.
You're not missing much. It's a sorry hovel. The Legion was my best way out of there. I enlisted as soon as I could. No, I took to it just fine. I like to feel that I was part of something. That I was doing some good. Not just rolling around in the mud like in Breville. There were plenty of other orcs too. Met my husband Gorb there. Huh. Was.
come and see what goods
I suppose you do. Anyway, enough to say that he died, and I swore to avenge him. I know who killed Gorb. I left the Legion to find him, and make him pay. Nah, it was in Cyrodiil, more than 10 years ago. They probably don't care. But you should know, so you can decide if you want me around. Thank you. I will.
all for sale at fair prices.
Fine. If you won't listen to me, I'll find someone who
I had
will.
another run-in with the Thieves' Guild.
Be careful, Mule. The Thieves'
Huh?
Guild has more
Yeah?
than Blackbriar at its back. One snap of her fingers and you could
See
end up
ya.
in Riften jail. Or worse.
They represent the reason I'm here. I can't just ignore them, Aaron.
I know. I just don't want you to leave. You're the only good thing that's happened to this city in a long time.
You're a stranger here too, huh?
You're not from Riften?
I've been adventuring across Tamriel since I was a fresh-faced young woman barely able to swing a blade. My travels have taken me from High Rock to Valenwood, Elsewhere to Morrowind, and all points in between.
Why are you here then?
Many years ago, I lost my blade, Grimsever, within a Dwemer ruin. I took it as a sign that I was wasting my days in search of wealth. You and I are alike. We seek challenge and great fortune. But for me, that's where the similarities end. You see, Riften is my great beast to be slain, and my fortune comes from gratitude and trust. Safe travels.
No offense, but you're not looking so good. Are you feeling ill?
Yeah? Let's go.
Hmm? Navigate in, I guess. Why? Whoa, like a house? For real? You've got a spare house lying around? Good one. Sure. Why not? Don't look a gift house in the mouth, eh? Hadring's gonna thank you. I reckon he's been getting pretty sick of watching me sit around his inn.
I don't know you. You and Riften looking for trouble?
What's it to you?
Don't say something you'll regret. Last thing the Blackbriars need is some loudmouth trying to meddle in their affairs. You could pretend not to hear me all you want, but you better stay out of the Blackbriars' business.
I'm really getting tired of your excuses. When you borrowed the money, you said you'd pay it back on time and for double the usual fee.
I know I did. But how was I to know the shipment would get robbed?
Next time, keep your plans quieter, and nothing would have happened to it.
If you've got the coin, you've come to the right place. Pull up a seat.
Riften is famous for their fishery and their orphans. Neither of them have enough meat.
Hey, Talon, get off your lazy tail and take care of the customer.
Keep your scale. You want a drink? If you'll excuse me, I have other things to attend to.
I'm listening. Talk later. Yeah?
What are you thinking?
I hope there's a brawl. I could use the exercise.
Yeah? What's your problem?
If you've got the coin, you're welcome here. Otherwise, hit the road. Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter.
Learn a library's worth of knowledge in moments, or grow back that missing limb with my genuine Falmer blood elixir.
Yes?
What are you thinking?
I don't like this place. It reminds me of Braville.
The fairest
All
prices
meats
and the highest
guaranteed,
quality in
clean and
Skyrim.
free from rock joint.
If you're looking for a handout, you'll want to speak with my husband. If you're looking for company, I suppose I could do worse.
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones over here.
My food is the best in all of Skyrim. Always as fresh as the day it was collected.
What have you got for sale?
See for yourself. Keep your belly full and your shoulders strong.
Visiting Riften? All are welcome at the Temple of Mara.
Learn a library's worth of knowledge in moments, or grow back that missing limb with my genuine Falmer blood elixir.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor.
Oh. Huh? I could feel you laughing behind my back.
Why would I ridicule you?
Because I did something not a soul in this blood-stained house of war has the backbone to do. Dared to speak my mind. I dared speak of the Empire and the lies that have been spread by Ulfric, the leader of the Stormcloaks. Now my mother's stripped me of my heritage and incarcerated me here like a common criminal, and my brother has all but disowned me. Be wary what you say around here, friend. You'll find not all take kindly to insurrection.
What sort of lies has Ulfric been spreading?
Ulfric only cares about one thing. Ulfric. He's ordained himself the future High King of Skyrim, and steps on anyone that gets in his way. He's begun a rebellion against those that wish to eradicate the worship of Talos, and uses it as his rallying cry. His cause may be true, but the man is a lie. All he holds in his heart is lust for the throne. All right, then.
Welcome to Mistvale Keep. I'm Jarl Layla's steward, Anuriel.
What do you do around here?
As steward, I serve as an intermediary between the Jarl and her subjects. I also handle the less important and day-to-day policies that affect daily life in Riften. Lately, I've had my hands full suppressing these ridiculous accusations of corruption in the keep.
What are the rumors of corruption you mentioned?
There are those that believe the Jarl does nothing for this city, that it's corrupt and run by the Blackbriar family. I can assure you that this is entirely false. We are fully in control of everything. You're welcome in Riften, as long as you continue to obey our laws.
Welcome to Riften, traveler. I hope the road fared well for you.
What's your stance on the war?
While I feel Ulfric's cause is just, my concern is for the people of the Rift. How can they continue to lead their already meager lives with dark clouds looming overhead? My heart goes out to them. If only our coffers were deeper, I could protect them as they were my own family.
Desperation.
Good journey to you.
Just like in my childhood. I have not missed it.
Did we have an appointment? No. It was a delivery? I can't remember.
What has you so preoccupied?
Someone actually interested in what I'm doing. Amazing. Well, allow me to explain. My experimentation involves a magical construct and a reagent that will allow the construct to maintain a field of permanent harmonic energy.
Let's get going.
Okay. Now where did I put those spiders?
Yes? Now let's move.
You know, there's 101 ways to skin a Khajiit.
Good. My sword arm needs a workout.
Well,
Nice
that's
little
taken care
warm-up.
of.
Fight.
Only a fool.
Come along, no
Nice.
more stops. We need to find our way to Solitude.
Why are we even going to a wedding at this far-flung end of the Empire anyway?
I told you, it's the wedding of Vittoria Vici, an extremely well-connected merchant with the East Empire Company. The Emperor's cousin, remember? Hopefully these gifts will put us in her good graces and secure that import.
I like good women and cheap meat, but if I'm being honest, I prefer cheap women and good meat.
I'm sorry, can I help you? The museum is currently closed until further notice.
I saw this flyer about you needing treasure hunters.
Oh yes, my advertisement. I am looking still, but I do hope you are better than the others I have hired as of late. I have a list of items that I would very much like to have for the museum. If you can recover them, I'll pay you handsomely for them. If you manage to bring them all back here, we could even discuss some other plans I have in mind.
I'll get right on that.
Excellent. Well, first and foremost, I'd like to get my hands on one of the 6th House Bellhammers of the House of Dagoth. They have become increasingly rare. One apparently was stolen recently by some bandits, apparently held up in Broken Helm Hollow. Another item was stolen from a local collector by the Silent Moon bandits. The item is known as Denstagma's Ring. It's likely still in the hideout west of Whiterun, if they haven't fenced it yet, that is. And lastly, a small shipment of Akaviri relics is on its way across Skyrim, bound for Markarth. Amongst the items were some jade carvings. The caravan, however, was attacked by Forsworn, and it's likely they may be in possession of some of the relics. Find what you can, and I'll pay you well for it.
I can smell a tavern 3 miles out.
Glory
Some people think
only
that's
awaits
odd.
those
I think
who
it's a
triumph.
talent.
The whole lot of them should go dunk their heads in the sea. Might even wake them up a bit. Fools and bastards. The lot of them. What are you looking at, lad? Can't you leave a man to stew in peace? But if you're here to start some trouble in Windhelm, then sure knows I'm not going to be the one to stop you. Not anymore. Never you mind. What brings you to this wonderful city, anyway? It's not that lovely, heroic cause of our king-to-be, is it? I was hoping to talk to at least one person today who wasn't dropped on their head as a babe. That's a jest, right? Gods, where do I begin? But you didn't come to listen to a sermon from a fool like me, did you? Isn't it obvious? I got nowhere else to go, so here's as good a place as any. That fool Yarleaf made it clear that I was, how did he put it, unwelcome among the ranks. I've seen more winters than some of those milk drinkers combined. Lived through even more. The guard's life is honourable, but I'd rather freeze my arse off out here than spend another minute in that pit. Sure am. Well, was. But I suppose it's in your blood, like stonecraft or excessive drinking. Do try not to get killed, eh?
I used to be an adventurer like you.
Surely he wouldn't be given access to Sovngarde. Imagine
How do you
our
feel?
ancestors'
I
disgust.
think you might be sick.
I don't care about politics, but the next Nord to call me a greenskin is gonna be eating his own teeth.
I heard the gourmet's hiding out somewhere in Skyrim. You know, fella who wrote that cookbook?
Horses. All day long. Do you have any idea how dull horses are?
You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
But we haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Hey, maybe the reason these Greyskins don't help in the war is because they're Imperial spies.
Imperial spies? You can't be serious.
Maybe we'll pay you a visit tonight, little spy. We got ways of finding out what you really are.
Oh.
I
Do you
wonder
hate
what
the
it'd
Dark
be
Elves?
like to take
Are you
on
here
a
to bully
dragon
us and tell us to
shouter in
leave?
battle. I make it a rule not to fight friends, but this Ulfric is a stranger to me.
No, I don't hate your people.
You've come to the wrong city then. Windhelm's a haven of prejudice and narrow thinking, unworthy of one such as you.
Looked like those Nords were giving you trouble.
Nothing new there. Most of the Nords living in Windhelm don't care much for us, but Rolf is the worst by far. He likes to get drunk and walk around the Grey Quarter yelling insults at us in the small hours of the morning. Oh, a real charmer, that one. All right, then.
Balgruuf won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on Whiterun.
And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
You think I need to send Balgruuf a stronger message?
If by message you mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
So we're ready to start this war in earnest then?
Soon.
I still say you should take them all out like you did dead King Torrig.
Torrig was merely a message to the other Jarls. Whoever we replace them with will need the support of our armies.
We're ready when you are.
Things hinge on Whiterun. If we can take the city without bloodshed, all the better. But if not...
The people are behind you.
Many, I fear, still need convincing.
And let them die with their false kings.
We've been soldiers a long time. We know the price of freedom. But people are still weighing things in their hearts.
What's left of Skyrim to wager?
They have families to think of.
How many of their sons and daughters follow your banner?
I'm listening.
Are their families.
Well put, friend. Tell me, Galmar, why do you fight for me?
What are you thinking?
The depths of oblivion.
There's an orc stronghold not far from here.
Why
We could visit.
If not for me, what then?
I'll die before elves dictate the fates of men. Are we not one in this?
I fight for the men I've held in my arms, dying on foreign soil. I fight for their wives and children whose names I heard whispered in their last breath. I fight for we few who did come home, only to find our country full of strangers wearing familiar faces. I fight for my people, impoverished to pay the debts of an empire too weak to rule them, yet brands them criminals for wanting to rule themselves. I fight so that all the fighting I've already done hasn't been for nothing. I fight because I must.
Your words give voice to what we all feel, Ulfric. And that's why you will be High King. But the day words are enough will be the day when soldiers like us are no longer needed.
I would gladly retire from the world, were such a day to dawn.
Aye, but in the meantime, we have a war to plan.
I am. It's... To be honest with you, it's not going great. That you do. All right. It's a long story, though. Very well. Where should I start? Gorb. Right. We married young. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Bunch of kids living and training together. Well, it's easy to get attached. Honestly, I'm not sure if the marriage would have lasted. We were married for less than a year, and already getting on each other's nerves. But we never got the chance to find out.
What happened?
We were on patrol that day. Gorb and I should have paid attention to our surroundings, but instead we were arguing the whole time. I mean, what kind of trouble would you expect in the heartland of Cyrodiil? Yeah, we did. One moment I was yelling at Gorb, the next something snuffed me out like a candle. Magic, I guess. Don't know what kind. Doesn't matter. When I came to, I knew we were in deep dung. We were in a riverside camp, surrounded by a dozen nasty-looking bandits. I had no weapons, and my right arm hurt like oblivion. Broken, I found out later. Dunno if one of them did it or if I broke it falling off my horse. I wasn't even tied up, but Gorb was in the middle of the camp, tied up like a parcel. Then this little Bosma comes up and...
Yes?
You have to understand, he was a scrawny little rat. But his eyes, the way he smiled, I'd never seen anyone who scared me as much as he. He had a knife. I thought he wanted to slit Gorb's throat, but then he said, I'm sure even an orc like you has heard of the Green Pact. Usually we don't eat our kills until they're dead, but I like to think outside the box. And then he grabbed Gorb's face and started to cut. Up until then I had kept quiet, trying to think of something I could do to get us out. Because there had to be something, right? There had to be some way I could fix this. It couldn't just end like this. But then Gorb started screaming, and I must have screamed too. Two things happened after I screamed. The scrawny Bosma smiled at me. Even now I sometimes see that smile in my nightmares. The other thing was, Gorb started yelling at me to run. Get out of here, Thogra, he shouted. You have to get out of here. That was the last thing my husband ever said to me. And I did it. I ran. The bandits tried to stop me, but I threw myself in the river. I swim like an Argonian. One good thing about growing up in Bravil, I guess. I got away, even with a broken arm. I was a coward. Later I tried to tell myself that both of us would have died if I stayed, and maybe that was true, but I was still a coward. I'm sorry. Been a long time since I told anyone about this. I can't. I mean, I'll finish the story later. I need a break. And I need to get drunk. Let's find an inn so I can get started.